Well, while I'm here in Mongolia, I'd like to show you a few things that I've had to eat. These are only a few things, but there are many, but these are only a few of the things. Things here, like you see, like grapes. And then here is some kind of meat. It's beef, but if you'll notice, there's a lot of fat on it. Fat is very popular here. They eat the fat outright. It's very tasty, though. There's some tomatoes. This is interesting because this is one of the vegetables that is very popular here. It's one that's easily grown. A lot of Mongolian food has the same kind of vegetables. You'll see cucumbers, green onions, tomatoes, and onions in almost every kind of dinner meal. And then here is, I forget the name of this, but this is basically just like a flour. It's made out of flour. It's the same kind of dough that you would see in like dumplings. That's just pretty much straight up. You just eat it straight up. So those are just a few things. And then there's something else here that I got. I got a Mountain Dew here. Now to me this looks different. The actual coloring looks different and it does taste different. It's not like the American Mountain Dew. I don't believe this has yellow dye number 5 in it, which I'm not sure is going to be outlawed in the United States, but there's always rumors about it not being healthy. So anyway, I actually prefer the American Mountain Dew more. I haven't had the Mongolian Coke yet, so I can't say which one's better. But yeah, I do prefer the American one. Here's the fish that we bought. There. I'm going to cook that up. Should be delicious. So we stopped off at a place here to get some horsur, which like I said before is like some empanadas. So they have these all along the road. In Mongolia, you have places you can stop and have, looks like specifically horsur. Here's the fish I bought earlier. Give you the whole thing. It's already been cooked, so I guess we just eat it like this. Ah, there we go. Looks good.
За одоо шууд элчэнээс нь ингээд гараар аваад. За ингээд шүү. Идэв ер нэг удаагийн тавга аваад авъя гэдгээр авдаг гэж. Тий? За
breaking off little parts. We're eating this fish and it reminds me of tuna. I'm actually not sure if it actually is tuna, but that's what it tastes like. Here are the horsur. It's got beef inside. Sometimes I've heard they have lamb. Very popular. But like I said, they kind of remind me of an empanada. They're delicious. Here's another kind of horsur. This one has sheep stomach. Never tried that yet, so I'll see how it is. Ketchup is often used with horsur. Now the funny thing about ketchup is it was actually invented in China and it was nothing like it is today. So ketchup back then was made out of fish oil. Can you imagine having that on a burger and fries? And here is my favorite Mongolian dish, soyvan. My wife makes it and it's great. I eat so much of this stuff at home. Here is what I'm having for breakfast. Not the usual stuff that I have, but I've been having this a lot while in Mongolia. These sausages and vegetables are very good. And the bread. Here is some liver. And then there's sheep stomach. It looks like intestines also there. Tell that's the liver by the shininess of it. And then there it is when it's been smoked and grilled. It's very delicious. So he takes the liver and he wraps it up around the fat and then cuts it and then puts it on skewers and then they smoke it. And that's what it looks like afterwards. Very tasty. And there it is cooking. This is the liver wrapped around the fat. So kind of circular like sushi rolls, but definitely tastes different. If you like liver, these are great. If you don't like liver, then you probably won't like it. It's a very strong flavor. Just flipping them over there. Can't wait for these to be ready. Now they're really going. This is how they get really, really charred look. Ooh. Ready to eat. All right, here's some bread and butter. Now, this is Mongolian, and it almost looks like egg salad. It's so thick, but it's delicious. Some of the best I've ever had. Here's that sheep stomach that I mentioned. Doesn't it look delicious? I'm gonna try some of this. Smells pretty good. Takes a long time to make this, like a couple hours to make it right. Very popular in Mongolia. All right, so this is the finished product. This includes lungs, stomach, heart, kidneys, and I guess pretty much most organs inside the sheep. We're gonna try this now. Okay, here's the organ soup with all those organs. Kidneys, lungs, stomach, heart, I guess everything else. Very good delicacy here in Mongolia. I'm here at my relatives and we're having some sheep here. And my wife here is cutting it. So they usually do that. They usually just put the meat right out there and then cut it right off the bone after it's been made. And then some kind of like pickled leaves, it looks like right here. I've never seen that before. Here is a food that you don't see too often in other places. This is sheep tail. Very popular in Mongolia. I had never even heard of sheep tail until I got here. I'm actually going to try it here. They're cutting off a little piece for me. I'm going to try a little piece here. Very good.
Really good.
Never had that before. Definitely got to try that again. It almost has like the consistency of fat, but a lot easier to chew. Nothing like booze in the morning. Not that kind of booze, but their famous dumplings. B-U-U-Z. Very popular in Mongolia. They're delicious. Inside one of the gurs, here's more of that butter that I had in another video. This is actually cow butter. And here, like I said, it kind of looks like egg salad, sort of. So, very delicious. Some of the best I've ever had. This is how they make that butter. It's called urum. Or you could also call it a kind of a creamer. Okay, here's them making arag, which is that horse milk. Very popular in Mongolia. Okay, what she has here is khan, also known as sheep. She's cutting it up. There's the raw, and here's the end product, jimbi. It has carrots and potatoes, and then the cooked sheep. Here is a soup that they made out of the sheep meat with noodles. They let nothing go to waste. Alas, here we are with the horse meat. We're gonna put these inside some buuz, you know, the little dumpling little things that kind of look like pot stickers. Have those later today. This is how the buuz are started. They're made into little doughy circles, and then they're smashed, and the meat is put in the middle. Okay, we're making the buuz here. You see, you kind of flatten out the circles, and then you make them almost like a tortilla shape, and then they're made kind of like that, obviously the dumpling shape there. My wife is putting them together here, along with her aunt and her cousin. Don't forget, that's horse meat. This will be my first time out trying it. Can't wait to try one of these. The ones I've had before have been meat and then lamb. So like I said, this is a first for me. Like in Mongolia, there's so many horses here that eating horse meat is common. That wonderful looking thing right there is cow stomach. I had sheep stomach the other day, but now I've had cow stomach, so it's like tripe. A little chewy, but pretty good. Dip it in a little bit of ketchup there. Very interesting inside. The yellow stuff, I don't know what that is. Maybe it's fat. Okay, here's my first time trying a horse meat buuz. Oh, very hot. To be honest with you, it doesn't taste much different than sheep. Very good though. I think I'll have another. All right, we're having some lunch here in our hotel, and this here is cow stomach salad. You can see the little ridges on there with some vegetables mixed in. And this lovely concoction is beef, but it's like the bone marrow boiled down, I guess, to make a gelatin. So, delicious. Here's our food. That's a monster burger. Looks delicious. I'm sure it will be. My wife got the organ meat soyven.